Today, we're spotlighting the women who own the scene, the ladies driving some of the world's most powerful and beautiful supercars. From Lamborghinis to Ferraris, Rimacs to Rolls-Royces, every arrival tells a story of passion and power. If you love exotic cars, luxury vibes, and the unique energy of Monaco, you're in the right place. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon because this ride is just getting started. It's another bright morning in Monte Carlo, and the heartbeat of luxury is already pulsing at Casino Square. The crowd is a mix of car enthusiasts, influencers, and curious tourists, all with their phones ready to capture the next head-turning arrival. The echo of engines bounces between the marble walls of the Hotel de Paris and the Monte Carlo Casino, a sound that signals wealth, precision, and personality. Then the crowd parts. A soft pink Lamborghini Huracan glides into view, sunlight flashing off its paint like cotton candy chrome. The driver? Sophie, or as she's known online, Sophie Supercars. She's no passenger princess. She's behind the wheel, confident and calm, the V10 rumbling beneath her stilettos. Every inch of her car is custom, from the pastel interior to her matching outfit. Cameras flash as she parks perfectly in front of the casino steps. No hesitation, no fear, just control. Sophie steps out, smiles for a few photos, and gives the Lumbo one last affectionate rev before walking off toward Café de Paris. In Monaco, cars are statements, and Sophie's Huracan just announcers loud and clear, power with poise. Moments later, the red glow of a Ferrari badge steals the spotlight. The deep growl of a naturally aspirated V12 signals that something special is about to roll in. The 812 GTS arrives like royalty, long, low, and impossibly elegant. Behind the wheel is Isabella, affectionately known as a Ferrari queen. She's from Milan, but Monaco has become her second home, the perfect stage for her scarlet machine. Isabella steps out in a white dress that contrasts sharply with the car's deep Rosso Corsa paint. It's not just style, it's strategy. Every arrival is a performance, and she knows her audience. The car's exhaust notes fade, but the energy she leaves behind lingers. Her 812 GTS isn't stock, either. The custom white leather interior and carbon accents turn it into rolling art. As photographers swarm, Isabella simply smiles and leans against the car for a few seconds, calm, effortless, iconic. Then she revs once, the sound echoing across the plaza like applause. It's not arrogance. It's pride in craftsmanship, in elegance, and in the legacy of a brand she loves. In Monaco, Ferrari isn't just a car. It's a crown, and Isabella wears it flawlessly. As the roaring engines fade, a new sound, or rather, silence captures everyone's attention. A Rimac never slides quietly into the square, its electric motors whispering against the cobblestones. Heads turn, confused for a moment. No revs, no growls, just motion, sleek and smooth. The driver is Laura, a Monaco-based tech investor who made her fortune in clean energy startups. Her arrival is understated, but her car speaks volumes. The Nevra is a technological masterpiece. 1,914 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and design that looks like it was sculpted by the wind itself. Laura steps out in all black, minimalist, precise, perfectly matching her machine. There's no showboating, no posing. She simply locks the car, takes off her sunglasses, and nods to a few admirers before walking into the casino. Laura once said, "Power doesn't have to scream. It just has to move." That's her philosophy, modern, intelligent, and quietly unstoppable. While others chase noise, she's chasing innovation. And in a city built on luxury and excess, she proves that the future can be just as glamorous even when it hums instead of roars. When the air smells of gasoline and new money, a vintage purr cuts through the chaos. It's a sound that doesn't compete, it commands respect. Rolling up is a pristine white Porsche 911 Carrera RS from 1973. Its chrome glinting under the sun like jewelry from another era. Behind the wheel is Madame Colette, one of Monaco's longtime residents, and a living legend among local car enthusiasts. She doesn't need carbon fiber or active aerodynamics. Her car runs on heritage and heart. As she parks beside the modern hypercars, a hush falls. Everyone knows what they're seeing, a piece of history, driven by someone who's been part of Monaco's story since before the Instagram generation was born. Colette steps out, wearing wide sunglasses and a silk scarf tied the old-fashioned way. There's grace in her movements, experience in her smile. She gives the accelerator one playful tap, letting that flat-six engine sing for the crowd. The sound isn't deafening, it's soulful. In that moment, it's clear. Trends fade, technology changes, but timeless style never dies. Colette doesn't follow the scene. She defines it one vintage lap at a time. As the day heats up, the square transforms from a showcase into a parade. One by one, a convoy of supercars approaches McLarens, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all gleaming under the Riviera sun. But this isn't a random meetup. It's the Monaco Ladies Supercar Squad, a group of close friends, entrepreneurs, and enthusiasts who share one passion: driving fast, living bold, and breaking stereotypes. They roll in formation, engines synchronized like an orchestra. The roar bounces off the palace walls as crowds cheer and phones go up in unison. Each car reflects its driver's personality: neon green for the fearless, matte black for the mysterious, gold flake for the bold. But beneath the color and carbon fiber is something deeper: sisterhood. They laugh, pose, and rev together, not for attention, but for the joy of it. These women aren't competing, they're celebrating. Every weekend, they take their machines for coastal drives from Monaco to Nice, where the road meets the sea and the soundtrack is pure horsepower. They call it Cars and Confidence. And if you've ever seen them in action, you know why: because every arrival isn't just about power. It's about presence. Just when the crowd thinks they've seen every possible combination of horsepower and style, a deep, commanding hum rolls in, smooth, quiet, and unmistakably refined. It's not a hypercar this time, but blacked-out Rolls-Royce Cullinan black badge. The air shifts. People lower their cameras for a second, caught off guard by the sudden change in tone. The Cullinan doesn't roar, it glides. It's the kind of entrance that says, "I don't need to prove anything." The driver's door opens, and out steps Amira, tall, composed, and dressed like she owns half the Riviera. In many ways, she does. A fashion designer and entrepreneur, Amira's presence is magnetic. A tiny white Pomeranian hops out after her, stealing a few smiles from the crowd. But make no mistake, this is still a power move. Inside her rolls, the starlight ceiling twinkles, and the leather is stitched with her brand's initials. She once told an interviewer, "Speed is exciting, but silence is power." And here, that philosophy makes perfect sense. Amira waves to the other ladies, parks neatly beside the Lambos and Ferraris, and strolls toward the cafe. No revs, no drama, just confidence. In Monaco, not every queen needs a crown, some just need a rose. These incredible women prove that style and strength belong in the driver's seat. Which arrival was your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more supercar moments.